It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports. And this one features Marlon Humphrey, who's stating his place among the league's best with 6 picks this season. It's the Seahawks and the Ravens, and it's all up next on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Raven team as they get ready here. They have certainly... The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So the Seahawks ready to take over on offense, and it is a first-time Pro Bowler who leads them out, Charles, in his 11th year now, Geno Smith.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, accentuate the positive. That's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Smith. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. You look at this Baltimore defense. They were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. First down, Seahawks. To the right side, this is Walker. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. And this guy can be everywhere. Kyle Hamilton getting there to drop him for a loss.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
That first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
The Seahawks will call on Michael Dixon on 4th down to punt this one away. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line. The Ravens offense set to go to work, and it's Lamar Jackson now in his 6th NFL campaign who will lead the way.
So this is where we find out about the game plan and the trust factor, don't we? In this situation, the natural thing is take care of the ball, run it inside, everyone cover it. Just, get yourself some room and let your punter punt it out of there. But when you really got a QB you can trust, you might want to take a little shot early and try and create some space.
They'll start with a run by Mitchell. Well, that gives them a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room that if you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. Jackson now down around his goal line. This throw taken in by Isaiah Likely. And he's going to get this up to the 24-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
They go play action now. Jackson. Open man downfield is Duvernay. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That goes for a gain of 31.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. The quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that will bring up second down. The Ravens at 7-1 now on the year, and they've been cooking these last couple months. Winners of 7 of their last 8 games.
And as much as we hate to play this game, you know I'm going to do it anyway. Extrapolate that over a full season. What does that come out to, partner? 14-2. And anyone in the NFL, they'd sign up for that record, that's for sure.
No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. You talk about this Seahawk defense. This unit, very tough to throw against, currently 2nd best in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, it'd easily move into the top 5.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 14. And they show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Here's Jackson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Throwing is Jackson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. Rashad Bateman, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it's Rashad Bateman who finished it all off with a touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Esker's going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their 2nd drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Smith now to throw. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. A quick throw out to Lockett. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Trying the left side with Walker. Oh, and Nelson stays to operate. He stiff-arms it. A second stiff-arm. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Play action. It's Smith. This one goes underneath to Walker. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From the red zone now, Smith. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I like his awareness in the pocket there. Nowhere to go with the football, so instead of forcing it to the sideline, he's just going to put this one into the harbor and live to fight another down without getting wet.
Here's Smith now on 2nd down. And his pass incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
Smith throwing again. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack. Myers' kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go. We've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a 1st or a 2nd seed come playoff time.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's another 1st down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground and how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Now a 2nd and 10. Again, Jackson. On target to his man, likely. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
To throw is Jackson. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. But turnovers, obviously, Charles, always costly. But, man, when you throw those interceptions in the end zone like that, it really stings.
He tried to fit that one into his tight end, and I often use the expression NFL open, which means a tighter window. Down near the goal line, you really want him to be open. In this case, it cost him.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Now it's Smith. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
I'd give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
From the gun on 3rd down, Smith. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now Gino on 1st down. No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. The Ravens ready to take over. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. From the gun, it's Jackson. That's going deep for Bateman. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, Jackson. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Oh, ready?
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And his throw here is incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. That's caught. It flows. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the 1st half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Now here's a pass on first down. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Now Jackson on second down. Throw right side here, taken in by Bateman. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 20-yard line. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game, but after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They go play action with Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown! Mark Andrews as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens will extend their lead here just before halftime. And this drive, Charles, very well timed as they score with very little time remaining in this first half.
And I'm reminded that they get the second half kickoff as well, so they can break this one wide open before the other guys have a chance to possess the football.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. A 10-play drive that time. And it's Mark Andrews who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
On second down, here's Smith. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they throw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
So we're at halftime here in the Inner Harbor with a hometown. Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Ready for the second half. 14-3 our score as we are back underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. So here are the Ravens to take over on offense. Their win streak at 6 coming in and counting as they've got the lead right now, beginning this drive 1st and 10. Second half begins with a carry by Mitchell. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game, and that's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
Now Jackson on first down. His throw incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. That's complete. Left side to Bateman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Play action. Now Jackson. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Second and 10.
Middle. Set up.
A handoff from Mitchell running left. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Just a gain of a couple there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 22-yard line.
Smith now to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
At this point in the game and the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Smith. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Watch out for Hill on the return. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Ravens will take over. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say no.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Boye Mafe able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
Hey, report.
Delay of game, offense.
Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Still 3rd down.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Jackson now. And that
good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Pushing through the contact. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Odafe Oweh. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Andrews. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. And now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Well, at that rate, picking up 3 yards a carry, you and I both know that doesn't cut it in this league and trying to get first downs unless you're playing 4-down football. Then that's a whole different situation, but I don't think that's what they're trying to do here. 3rd and 4, though, is still manageable.
Hey, report! Report!
Now it's Jackson. He'll dump that one off to Mitchell. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Mitchell will take this into the end zone. It's a Ravens touchdown. And certainly some credit there for that touchdown goes to the offensive line.
They never get the credit they deserve in the stat sheet, but they are the reason that they got the points. Excellent job up front, clearing the way for the score.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Now Gino. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Seahawks first down.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Well, they've certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Throwing now is Geno. He hits his target, Lockett.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they're looking third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
The Seahawks on third down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This time it's 3rd and 3. And this is taken in at the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Here we go, here we go.
Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle.
Start offense.
Ooh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
Geno now to throw.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Throwing again is Smith. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. Now Smith. He finds Smith and Jigba in the end zone for a Seahawk touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Well, they needed 3 scores to have any chance. There's the first of the 3 as they get into the end zone.
Yeah, Brandon, I think that our guys at Next Gen Stats in charge of the win probability are probably saying your chances still aren't great. But now you still got more than 3 minutes to go. You got to focus on the task at hand, which is going to be getting the football back as quickly as possible.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Jackson on the give to Dalvin. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. One of the best in the last decade or so, Bobby Wagner in to bring him down. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Jackson. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. That is caught. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at at the Seahawks' 15-yard line. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. There's Flowers. He's got it. Touchdown, Ravens. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. The drive summary that time, 5 plays, and it's capped off by the Baltimore score. Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Smith. That is incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap for Smith. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. On first down, it's Smith. Catch is made by Metcalf. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Smith throwing again. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. And quickly they get to the line. Throwing on 2nd and long. Smith. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. And he's going to go down again. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
Here we go on 4th. Smith. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Jamal Adams. Down to the 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
And who's got it? I think the Ravens do, yes. And they're going to win this football game. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. They go down to none. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
And if it wasn't over before, it is now. Looking for that one final first down. They got it and then some. And if they play things right from here on out, that should just about assure them a victory.
And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play.
Once more with Mitchell.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Ravens have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now.
17.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. He's going to let it fly.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
So the final seconds tick away.